Hello. I was thinking about how it was that I never learned about whole life insurance in the course of my life. Basically, when I first got into an age where I felt like I needed life insurance, term insurance was the rage. And so we never even really talked about it, other than I vaguely remember the agent saying, it's a lot more cost effective just doing term. And we set up a 30-year term, and when I was 25, it was like 30 years seemed like forever. It's like, really, I'm going to live that long. Um, and then after that time was gone by, I re-upped it. I still hadn't learned anything about whole life. And you wonder why is it that, this is kept from us in the sense of how it really works. And with that thought, I started to think about, as a child, as a kid, I find myself putting something together, whatever it was. And my dad would always say, well, before you start the project, read the instructions so you know what steps to take. And even at a young age, I really felt like I could put things together without reading instructions. And he was right, because many times I would have to take it apart, whatever I had put together, because it wasn't working. So you have to take it apart. And I thought about that in relation to the whole life, that, I had built my life around thinking that I had protected myself and my family. In the case of my early demise, that I had taken care of that. And I was thinking that, geez, really, read the instructions means if it doesn't come with instructions, ask questions, and you figure out how something really works. And so I thought, well, that the idea of finding the instructions about a whole life policy could be very advantageous to us, especially if you're somebody that's where I was back when I was 25 years old, or I think it was actually a little earlier than that. But that I got life insurance, term life insurance. But to ask the question, why is it so much more expensive? And what I've come to learn is that it doesn't have anything to do that one is more expensive than the other. It just has to do with time and your health and your occupation and all kinds of different things that come into play. And when you're renting and leasing, I call it, term life insurance is really what you're doing. You're just renting it. Is very, very different from whole life, because hence the name, your whole life. So I'm sitting saying, just ask the questions to really find out. And I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have. And if I don't know the answer, I will find out. But to go deep and ask questions, read a lot, and see if you can decipher between the truth and just the white noise out there. The stuff that comes at you like it's a marketing. You can sense it, you can sense that it's a marketing ploy or whatever. That just to go and look for the instructions before you start, because people start different kinds of life insurance that are categorized as whole life, and they're not. You're taking on quite a bit of risk. You don't have the certainty. And true whole life is a unique asset class, unlike anything else available. And why is that? Well, the one thing that separates it from everything else is the leverage that you acquire through making your premium payments and what that death benefit becomes right from out of the gate. The first day you send in a premium, maybe $2,000, and depending on your age and whatever, it could be anywhere from $1 million to $500,000 in death benefit. That's a huge piece of leverage, and it adds to your estate tax free. It's tax deferred while you're alive, but it passes to your beneficiaries tax free. So do the research on your own the information, call me, email me, however you want to get a hold of me. I can answer your questions. And what happens is that you will have read the instructions, and the truth will show itself to you over time. It might take a little bit of time. Not to brag, but it didn't take me very long. I was like, is this really the way this works? And I asked some questions, and I find out that that is the way it works. And so we started once I discovered this, we started a policy within, let's see, June, July, August. In 2 months, less than 2 months, we had a policy in place. And now we have 2, and we'll have 3, and all that good stuff. But the reason is that it's a place that has certainty in growth, and it protects in ways that nothing else can. So anyway, that's it for now. I'll get off my soapbox about this, but again, I'll say I wish I had found out about this a long time ago. And I will say too that not all insurance companies are the same. You definitely want to be with a mutual insurance company, because you become part owner. A stock insurance company, you don't get any dividends, or very little if you get any, and stuff like that. So anyway, we can talk whenever you want to reach out. It's free of charge and all of that. I just want to share the information for as long as I'm here. So anyway, thank you for your time, and please do reach out and share this video if you find it appropriate. And you can look through all my other, go to my website and you can see all the other topics I've covered over the last, last year or so. So anyway, hope to hear from you. Thank you. Have a great day.